Hi everyone, I'm Ashwin. I'm a PhD student at the University of Michigan School of Information, and I'm excited to talk to you about my most recent work on how distinctive toxicity norms are maintained in political subreddits. This is joint work with Paul Resnick and Jelen Budak, my advisors. So let's get started. Let's start with a puzzle. So in neutral politics, about 3.8% of comments were judged to be toxic by the Google Perspective toxicity classifier, whereas in uncensored news, it was 37.2. Fast forward 3 months later, and looks like this almost the same amount of comments were classified as toxic for both these subreddits. So the toxicity levels have remained stable over time, but their membership, it turns out, is not stable. Only 18% of the users who posted in the first month in neutral politics also posted in the third month. It was 20% for the case of uncensored news. That's the puzzle. How can the toxicity levels be stable when the membership turns over? This is not a unique phenomenon. We identified 65 such subreddits that have distinctive and stable toxicity levels, although their membership was unstable. Sociologists refer to processes that reproduce the same behavior as non-conforming processes. I'm going to describe 4 different such processes and empirically evaluate the impact of them in explaining our puzzle. So there are 4 processes which can be grouped into 2. The pre-entry processes, which kick in before the users join the community, and post-entry process that start after the users join the community. So the first pre-entry process is self-selection, where the users who join the community may already be closer to the community's toxicity levels even before joining. So they don't need to do a whole lot of adjustment. Next is pre-entry learning. Usually, newcomers to a community don't participate immediately. They lurk and learn, looking at the rules and behavior of existing users before adjusting to post their own comment. This initial adjustment is pre-entry learning. First of the post-entry processes is selective retention. So some newcomers after posting may decide that the community is not for them and leave. However, we expect that those who stay after their first comments to be more in line with the community norms. Finally is post-entry learning, which is sort of the most studied process, which is also called socialization, where newcomers learn the norms of the community through experience and feedback. So which of these processes are important? Or are they all equally important to norm maintenance? You might want to pause the video for a second and jot down your intuitions behind which of these processes make the biggest contribution to stable toxicity levels despite unstable membership. Knowing which of these processes contribute most to newcomer conforming will allow us to target interventions to improve conformity at the most opportune moment. So this is our primary research question. What is the relative strength of non-conforming processes? We also ask if this adjustment to community norms is transformative for newcomers, meaning if the newcomers internalize the norms that they learn, the community they join, and practice them outside that community in the other subreddits that they participate. The details are in the paper, but the answer is no. We didn't identify any major transformative. So for a brief overview, our goal is to quantify non-conforming processes in political communities with stable and distinct toxicity norms. So first, we have methods to identify toxic norms in political subreddits. Then we use these methods to identify among those political subreddits, those with stable and distinctive norms. Then we quantify the non-conforming processes using simple binomial regressions, and then we discuss the results. So let's talk about measuring toxicity and toxicity norms. We use, as I told you earlier, we use the Perspective API to identify toxic comments. The Perspective API uses machine learning models trained on Wikipedia comments. And a toxic comment is a rude, disrespectful, or unreasonable comment that is likely to make people leave a discussion. Since it was trained on Wikipedia comments, we conducted some experiments to evaluate its performance, and we found that it performed reasonably well on Reddit. So we use it to identify toxic comments and measure toxicity norms. So measuring the toxicity norms of the community, ideally what we want to get at is how problematic toxicity is for the community. So how okay it is for a community member to post a rude, disrespectful, or unreasonable comment in the community. However, measuring that is pretty hard to do. Instead, we use a proxy. The intuition is that communities that find toxicity problematic will have lower prevalence of toxicity. Therefore, we measure the prevalence of toxicity. We measure it per month as the percentage of comments that are toxic in that month in the community. And this is our toxicity norm for the community. And so I won't get into the specifics of how we quantify these non-conforming processes, but the basic idea is that each of these non-conforming processes can be measured as the difference between the toxicity levels expressed by newcomers at different points of time. So we estimate the mean toxicity of each of these instances using mixed effects regression and then calculate the size of the effect. The details are in the paper. And we'll talk about the results now. So we plot all subreddits as points in the graph. The y-axis is the size of the non-conforming process, and x-axis is the distinctive toxicity for each subreddit, which is the toxicity of the subreddit adjusted for the average toxicity in political subreddits at that time. So now looking at the leftmost graph on self-selection, we find that most communities exhibit some amount of self-selection. However, the effect isn't large. For example, the neutral politics has a distinctive toxicity level of minus 0.18, meaning yet has a selection effect of only minus 0.03, meaning that while the subreddit is 18 percentage points lower in toxicity on average, the newcomers it attracts are only 3% less toxic on average. Now, coming to pre-entry learning, we find that most communities exhibit large amounts of pre-entry learning. That is, newcomers adjust their toxicity levels significantly when posting their first comment. And for neutral politics, pre-entry learning effect was minus 0.132, meaning that newcomers reduced their toxicity levels by over 13% when posting their first comment in the community. For selective retention and post-entry learning, we find that there really isn't much of an effect for most subreddits. We found for neutral politics that neither of these effects were statistically significant. So our main takeaway is that pre-entry learning contribute most to matching newcomers' toxicity level to that of the community. And with that, we can make some recommendations. We recommend that moderators make norms much more visible to prospective newcomers and make their actions also more visible, since newcomers conform largely based on pre-entry learning. Further, since we didn't find any transformative learning and users are quick to adjust to community norms, we infer that on average, a user's behavior in one community is not indicative of their behavior elsewhere. So we urge moderators to judge newcomers only based on their behavior in the community and not based on their past behavior elsewhere. So the main takeaway from this work, we find that pre-entry learning contributes most to toxicity nonconformity, meaning that newcomers make the most adjustment to community's toxicity norms just as they join the community. Thanks, and I'm happy to take questions here or on Twitter. Thank you.